The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, chilling on my new motor scooter. I'm having a great day just driving around town. Getting ready to go back to Hollywood. It's for my Monday night training session at Bay to Bay Boxing Gym. Shout out to Kevin Gleason and Jeff Poritz and all the fine folks down there. Looking forward to my training session tonight. But wanted to just take this time before I start driving again to talk about Vasyl Lomachenko. You know, Lomachenko has made a couple of interesting comments following his loss to Teofimo Lopez. He's been crying and moaning for a rematch when he's the guy who didn't want to put a rematch clause in the contract in the first place. So it's really his fault that he's in this predicament in the first place. He wants Teofimo to do for him what he didn't do for Teofimo when they initially negotiated the contract. He said, I don't respect him because I knew how he was going to fight, and he's not going to give me a rematch, and this, that, and the third, and da-da-da-da-da. It's just, he sounds like a girl. He sounds like a bitter, hurt, emotional girl, you know, and he needs to really man up. He needs to grab his balls. He needs to stop acting like a female. And he needs to just accept his loss like a man, you know? I'll be honest with you. Lomachenko is no different to me than Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder and Lomachenko are one and the same to me. The only difference between Lomachenko and Wilder is the fact that we don't know what the fuck Lomachenko's saying half the time because he's not American, he don't speak English. So that's the only reason he probably doesn't get as much hate as Wilder does, because he's not doing interviews in English and we have to read transcribed quotes. But it's the same. It's two fighters with that are talented in the sport in their own way, and are both refusing to accept their respective losses to Tyson Fury and Teofimo Lopez. So it started off with that. Then it was like, then he was talking about Ryan Garcia and how Ryan Garcia, how their sparring sessions were. It's just like, I don't know, man. I've heard a lot of things from people within the boxing world from more than one person that Lomachenko is very arrogant. He's very full of himself. You know, I've heard these things about him from very trustworthy people in boxing, multiple people, trustworthy people in boxing. And like now you're seeing how he's reacting in defeat, and it's like, I was right all along, going all the way back to when he first ducked Manny Pacquiao when he didn't want to fight him. I was saying, oh well, you know, Lomachenko was saying that he can make his name off an old legend, he was saying he doesn't want to make his name off an old legend, but then he's implying that he could beat Manny Pacquiao, which is ridiculous because he'd never beat Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao would walk right through him and beat the living breaks off of him. So it's a big 2021 for Lomachenko. You know, I still like watching him fight, even though he's acting like a bit of a female, and he's not accepting his loss like a man, and he has a bit of the Deontay Wilder syndrome. I still like watching him fight. Still looking forward to his next fight. You know, I think there's some good fights out there for him. You know, Shakur Stevenson has already said he wants to fight him, so maybe he can go down that route. Maybe he could fight the Burchell Valdez winner. I think that would make for a great fight on ESPN. That's a fight that the networks would be very interested in. But either way, Lomachenko has to get his shit together. This year, he has to get his shit together in a major way. In a major way. You know, still a great fighter, still pound for pound caliber fighter. If he wants that Lopez rematch, the only way I could foresee a Teofimo Lopez rematch happening for Lomachenko is if Top Rank just overpays it and ups the purse for that fight for Teofimo. That's the only way that's going to change. That's the only way. Anything other than like an obscene amount of money being thrown at Lopez is not going to be accepted by Teofimo Lopez. You know, because he's got so many options. He's got George Kambosos, who he can go fight in Australia with 50,000 people, and the live gate will be higher than anything he could get. He has that fight. He can go up to 140, fight the Ramirez and Taylor winner. There's just so many options for Teofimo. So in order for Top Rank to make the Lomachenko fight the most attractive option for him, they're gonna have to really pony up some serious money, some big boy money, and make it worth his while. And then when when Lomachenko gets the chance to fight Teofimo this time around, hopefully he can remember that at the fight starts in round 1. It doesn't start in round 7 or 8, you know, because He didn't want to do anything for 7 or 8 rounds. You know, people think that he figured out Lopez, but I'm telling you, if they fight again, Lopez is gonna beat the brakes off of him. Even worse, he's gonna stop him. He's gonna stop him next time, and he would have stopped him in the first fight if the referee didn't bail Lomachenko out by saying that those shots were low blows, because they weren't low blows; they were clean body shots. But that's what it is, man. I just wanted to get my little thoughts on Lomachenko, on him crying about the rematch with Lopez, and then him talking about Ryan Garcia and sparring, and how that's an easier fight because he doesn't run around the ring. And it's just uncalled for. It's uncalled for, and he's demeaning himself and the great champion and the great fighter that he is by acting this way. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys can leave your comments down below. I'm about to hit the road now so I can go train. But leave your comments down below. Make sure you take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.